Dolphins.
I don't see nobody on, though. That's the thing. Yeah, nobody.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This game ain't gonna be long, though. If y'all don't find one by then. I don't blame you, bro.
Come on here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Who that? Who ain't gonna be that good?
Field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Yeah, they don't listen to that nigga.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos.
How the fuck you on the 2-yard line with the game on the line and you get a delayed game?
They had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage.
He's retarded, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, something really wrong with dude,
bro. They rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Bro.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is King. Off play action. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
What's going on, y'all in game zone?
A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. King.
Oh, we picked that?
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, hold the fuck on,
from
man.
the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I thought y'all was jumping in my
running right. Drake.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities.
We're going to hell, I'm going to hell, too.
Yeah, fuck it.
I just can't get it.
3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it's going to be second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now King, going to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allow the defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 31, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. King to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. King. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Then he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's trying to break the fucking video game.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
How many defensive badges there?
20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Johnson,
and now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
I'm drilling right now. Lean on back and wait. What did you make, a 3-level score? I kind of figured he used the shooting and slashing pie chart. So you don't have, so your playmaking doesn't, you don't have any Hall of Fame playmaking though.
On first down, it's Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
In the area. Don't worry about it. For you. Oh, well, damn. I don't sound excited at all anymore.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now. Out of the gun.
Ready.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster,
Smooth is going to be all time.
Depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, we might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup.
That was an accident.
First.
I didn't even know I had these on.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown.
These are yellow. These are work shoes. These are work boots.
There to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
Capital C-A-T.
He's a reliable target. They like to get him involved.
No, those are the fucking
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh.
This will be taken in at the 1.
That's great.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I think the highest we went against the other day was like 95. We just stayed at 93, 96, or 91. 2. Mid-range finisher. I gotta watch out for this motherfucker.
Fucking 3-point yards.
Oh my goodness.
That shit funny, ain't it? When you see him do that shit funny as hell. I gotta put something on this guy.
260 pounds.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I was trying to see the center.
That dude just dribbled. I was so confused. That dude dribbled his. Oh my goodness.
So the first play of the drive lost 4.
Go,
to move it forward here.
Don't quit draw.
14.
And I know
Running, it's great. couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the play.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the...
It's just fucked up when you have 3 different people, a Hall of Fame rim protector and rebound chaser. This animation's canceled everywhere. Oh, this is not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Shaking, yeah, whatever.
No badges trying to reach.
Back pocket.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Damn.
Yeah, you shooting that shit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run, and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Newton now to throw.
I know I didn't because I was the only one to bring him out.
Before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Just like they were playing icon. We had
First down. Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Bitch, you not get the ball, bitch.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, that was late.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Going for it all. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple
I feel
seconds
so bad because we didn't put our hands up. What are you doing?
When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Check, bro. Just go sit in the corner, man.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On the ready. Nice 50, nice 50. Oh, dang.
First down, it's Drake, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Hell that nigga, dog. Oh, I'm going to go get in check.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line.
What, hit the backboard? Oh, man. Hell no.
Someone was in front of me. I don't know. I think it was 13. Jesus fucking Christ.
Damn.
Out of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ready? Right to the 3. I'm coming. Ready?
On third down, Newton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
20.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a quick shot to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Great. Check hot route.
Newton on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me in your 8. Check 8.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's it, baby. That's it. Check the backer. Check the backer.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. King now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. King. And an alley to run. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Alert 3. 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Newton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Great. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Right down the paint. Just stone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Yeah, I got 2 minutes left.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That really sets him back. A loss of 6 up front. They do change the play calling. What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
My guy's down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got nothing. Check 8. Check 3.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Yeah, baby. Check 43. Jim. Slam. Shoot. Watch it.
Now they try the right side here. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
He's coming, double up. Slam. Check. Wait. Check 99.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Wide. Get wide. Watch the twist. Check 52. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Slam. Shit.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48.
20. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy who threw down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside
Right, yeah,
Charles
exactly.
Davis,
That's why I'm like, I told whoever that bro nigga is over there, say, hey man, switch to GE5, man. You can't have this shit. GE5, you go check those 0.
Did he say anything?
No, he ain't say shit. He was listening though. He ain't say nothing though. I was ever talking to him. I was telling him what to do and shit.
I thought you cussed him out.
No, I ain't cuss him out though, cause I couldn't talk to him.
It felt like a shocking loss for them. Like loss of the year. No, I slow the fucking motherfucker my guy kept going on fast breaks. Bullshit ass earlies he was making under the rim.
I thought that fucking number 5 was scoring like that though. He wasn't hitting the fucking greens no more.
I'm already loaded up.
You walking up the gym right now.
I'm trying to wait for y'all to get out the.
You're not a rapper, they all